Hey guys, it's Keith from Vector Off-Road, and today we're going to be installing our e-dock. We're putting it in a 2020 Gladiator. This will fit a 2018 and up JL Wrangler as well as the Gladiator models. Let's get started. The first thing we want to do is tip our windshield forward. There's plenty of videos online if you need instructions on that, or check your owner's manual. You can use your included toolkit. We always leave the windshield wipers on and just use a strap to hold it from going all the way forward, but this will make it really easy to access all your dash points and get the e-dock installed quickly. There's 4 covers on your dash. We need to remove this cover and this cover on a left-hand drive Jeep. If you're doing a right-hand drive, you need to switch them. They'll be opposite. You don't need to remove any covers that have a sensor in it. So if you're seeing wires underneath your cover, you've uncovered the wrong spot. I'm going to use a panel removal tool to remove it. Okay, for the next step, we're going to take these threaded studs and run them into the bottom of the standoffs. Go ahead and run them in until they stop. We're going to need the 2 standoffs and then our aluminum block. Let's go back to the Jeep and get these in. I'm using a 10mm socket on an extension to remove the bolt that's inside each of the cubbies. Go ahead and remove it entirely. I'm going to use a magnet tool to extract this bolt. Makes it easy. On the passenger side, we're going to use the aluminum spacer. We're going to put the standoff through the hole in the spacer and ease it down into the hole. If you want to, you can attach with a little bit of tape this spacer to the standoff. But just guide it down until it sits flush. And then we're going to thread this standoff into the hole that we pulled the bolt out of. We need to remove the center tray pad so we can get to the inner mounting locations where we're going to put brackets. If you want to, you can trim this right here and reinstall it after the brackets are in. I've got the pad trimmed. I'm going to reinsert it now. It can be reinstalled now or later. Let's continue on with the brackets. Take your bracket, put it behind the tab, grab one of the carriage bolts, slip it in, and we're just going to start the hardware and keep it loose at this point so we can make final adjustments on the vehicle. Repeat on the other side. Grab the bolt into the slot and start the nut on the back side. Use a Phillips screwdriver to remove the 2 factory screws that were underneath your rubber mat. That's where our center brackets are going to be mounted. Okay, bring the dock into the Jeep. The tabs are going to line up on the standoffs. Your center brackets are going to line up right where those factory screws were. Okay, once we get it in place, we're going to reinstall all of our hardware and then finally tighten these inner bolts. Take your bolt, reinstall it through the tab into the standoff. Get it finger tight until you're ready to make your final adjustment. Get the bolt in the other side as well. Sometimes your standoff is going to be off a little bit. Just pull the e-dock until it's centered, or push the standoff if you need to. Tighten it up. Before you tighten these center brackets, it's smart to put whatever mounting system you're going to use on the bar so you make sure you've got enough height. So we've slipped our clamp under, and now I'm going to make my final adjustments and tighten these bolts. Double check that you've tightened all of your hardware, and then you're finished. Go ahead and install whatever device holders you want and enjoy your new product.